All right. I have a little project in mind for tonight. I have been sewing for a very long time this evening, and it is super late. I think it's just after midnight. But I have had some big thoughts on my mind, and I want to get them onto paper. And I thought it would be fun, maybe fun, or at least helpful to somebody if I recorded the process. Um, I usually do a big brainstorming session at the end of every year, kind of around Christmas time at Christmas break. I'll spend some of that quiet time where nobody's needing me to formulate my goals and plans for the next year. That's usually when I work on my price list and stuff like that. And I think I have done myself a disservice by doing it during the holiday season. Um, Currently, I'm in the middle of bridal crunch. I'm about 3/4 of the way through bridal season, I think. And I want to do my thinking right now while I'm in the thick of it. Because Christmas time, I'm usually in a really good mood. And I maybe don't look back on things with the same level of accuracy as I am doing right now while I'm in the middle of it. So I think I want to use this moment. Sure, I could be going to bed. Sure, I could be sewing more. But I want to use this moment right now while my memory is fresh and see if this makes an impact for next year because life has changed for me a little bit and I need to do some different things than what I've done before in order to get some good results. I've had some stress points happen lately that I just don't want to be repeating. And so I thought I would use those stress points to give me some guides as to what I could be trying differently for next year. And so I got out some really big paper. I like 11 by 17. And I'm going to just sit here and make some notes. And I'm going to see if I can turn this into some things that'll be useful tools for me. So I'm going to write down some things that have been stress points for me this last year, some hits and misses. And this is not to be down on myself. This is just to note things that I want to do better or differently for next year so that I can build a way to work with those. Okay, so I'm not going to go for any specific organization style here. I'm just going to kind of freeform. Let's just get it all out of my brain. Okay, so we have, let's see here, stress points. Okay. I feel like I've had a lot. So right now I'm struggling with um, a variety of little things I didn't think would bother me, but that are bothering me now. So I've been eating out too much. I don't love that for myself. I do love eating out every so often, but not as much as we have been. And it's just because I'm too busy. I am too busy. Um, the house is messy. Messy house. And I feel like I just don't have enough time to spend with my family. Now this is just my first draft, so my handwriting is going to be messy and wild, and I don't even care. Those are my big ones. It's affecting all the areas of my life, which is a bummer. I feel like I'm having trouble getting work done. My work is just kind of happening too close to the deadlines for my comfort. All right, work crunch. Well, that's how I feel. I just feel like I've had a little bit of too many late nights lately, too many finishing the week it's due moments. I don't love that. I'm used to finishing much earlier. I've definitely said yes too much, even though I told myself I was going to say less yeses to people. And I've definitely said more no's lately, but I could work on that a little bit harder. Um, so some of my goals for this next year in general, I'm going to have some different categories, I'm sure. I want to work on more videos. Um, I enjoy making detail videos and all kinds of fun stuff like that to share my knowledge with others. I want to work on making small batch items of like, bridal accessory stuff like belts and, supplies. I want to do some of that. I want to do maybe 4 or 5 brides a month. I'm going to kind of limit that a little bit. And then also September and October, I'm going to keep light. So that's one of the things I was really feeling. So I had a baby, and his birthday falls in that time zone, and I was too busy to really enjoy it, and I don't want that ever to happen again. So we're going to use that to give me a guide. I'm going to keep September and October light so that I can focus on making awesome birthday parties and spending time with family and all that stuff. In general, I want to just do birthdays better. I want to be a little more present for my family and not be buying them gifts like the days before their birthday. So I want to be able to plan that a little bit better. Um, Speaking of planning, I'm just going to kind of jump off here. I need to be on top of sourcing. I'm going to put myself a little note here for that. Waback had their great cup debacle this last year where there was no cups to be purchased for months from them. And I actually found a new source to purchase from because there was no other choices. So I need to do more sourcing in general. So I'm going to maybe find 4 items and then find, audition new places to order them from. And then that might actually help me find something that's lower priced or whatever. And then I also want to keep in mind the Wawax sale for cups just in case. I might create a calendar from this because they do a cup sale, even though I just said I was going to try to resource some other items. I don't want to miss that anyways, and I feel like a lot of seamstresses won't want to miss that, so let's put that on the calendar. And then the Firefly Frenzy at Joann's is when a lot of gals get interfacing. They usually do like a 60% off interfacing sale. So maybe that will give me a clue, because this is usually in the summer and this is usually like in the late spring. So maybe I need to do inventory on these 2 items in February. So I'm going to interview cups and interfacing in Feb. Okay, that's kind of helpful. I like that. This is how my brain works, and you can see this is exhausting to have in my brain. Let's see. Let's go back to goals here. I definitely need to have some blackout days this coming year. I need to have some weekends where I just do family stuff, and I don't even go into the sewing room, maybe just to refresh myself. I took some time this last month to visit a farm, and we did some outings, and it was so refreshing, and I really needed that. So maybe we do at least one family outing a month. I like this because this is turning into, I can definitely see a calendar being able to be formed from this. So I think my end goal will be a few different calendars. I'm really going to lock myself into just taking some bridesmaids and my regular customers. I don't really want to take new standard alterations clients just because it's a little bit of a lower yield right now for me, and I need to focus on higher yield items. Okay, so let's see here. Some of the things I've been thinking about that might help address my stress points. I was trying to think of how to handle this. I think meal prepping might really help, but like building up my freezer. So I'm thinking to, because I really love cooking for my family and I love eating good food. And eating out doesn't really help me achieve those goals, but when it's so busy, I don't have time to cook, and I really hate that. I get like a sense of guilt, and I don't love that because I know I'm not doing the wrong thing, but I don't need to have guilt lying to me while I'm trying to make beautiful things. So let's see if we can solve that. I really want to draw an arrow. It's going to be so messy. I don't care. Okay, so let's see if we can address that by doing some freezer meals. And maybe I can set a goal to make 2 freezer meals a month. And that way I'll have a bunch saved up. Because let's see. So we have January, February, March, April. Those are usually pretty decent months. So that means I'll have 8 meals made up in the freezer. Maybe I can make really big ones that have several servings. Let's give that a try. Let's try to freezer prep 8 meals in those beginning months. So I'll make a big dinner and then portion it off. I'll have to find something that I really like that reheats well. Our family's not super big on casseroles. I'll have to do some research. So let's also add research. I love researching recipes for the freezer. There's a gal on YouTube, Jamarel. I love her. I'm pretty sure I said her name wrong. But she's so fun to listen to, and she does big freezer meal cooking that I've loved listening to her videos. Maybe I'll give that a deeper look. She even has these cool things that holds freezer bags open to, like, you know, stock them. It's really cool. Time with my family. I feel like if I really hold on to this once a month family outing, that's going to really help with that. Okay, my work crunch. I just got to get tighter. I just got to get tighter with my whole process needs to be a little cleaner. I need to add some cleaning in here. Let's see. Let's add cleaning to my goals. Actually, this is a really big goal. I need to just do an overhaul on the sewing room. I just need to get it working better. Get it organized. Get rid of stuff in here that I don't need. So that way it's just a tight ship running good in here. Messy house. Oh, the messy house is so stressful. So some people have housekeepers, and I have such a hard time with that. Again, the sense of guilt feels terrible. And if I look past that, I can see a lot of people do use housekeepers, and there's nothing to be ashamed about. I would never shame somebody else for using one. But, like, I don't know, it feels weird to have somebody do a job that I can do. But, like, if I don't have the time to do it, it's okay to pay somebody else to do that, right? Right? Yeah. But I want to do at least half the work myself. I think that'll help me feel good. I don't know. You hear all the question marks in my voice. And overall, the house isn't terrible. We just been here about a year, so it's not fully moved in and everything yet. And I jumped right into bridal again after the baby was born, so I didn't really like unpack all the way. I think overhauling the sewing room feels really good. We did a lot of cleaning around birthday time, so that's helpful. That's going to be I need to put a star by that. This is a tough one for me because having a clean house is helpful. My clients don't actually come here, so they're not seeing my mess, which is lovely. I have a fitting space that I can keep tidy, and then I bring my work back home to get it done. I probably need to add regular cleanings like to my schedule. Maybe I need to actually add a cleaning day. One, like a specific day where I don't do anything else. Like a deep clean per month. Just to help before summer really hits. So my season here is well, shoot, my season is pretty long. I live in a state where you can basically get married any month of the year, and people fly here to get married any month of the year. So September and October has been really, really tight, really tough right now. So that's literally why I'm making this right now, because I don't know that I would think of all this during Christmas. I love Christmas time. I get cozy. I reflect on the year, probably with rose-colored glasses while I'm drinking my cocoa, and I don't know that I get this real with myself. And I need it to get real because everything's gotten real around me, and I want to do better. And I still give 100%, but I need to give a different 100% now, I'm discovering. Um, whew, I see a lot of things coming out of this, so this is great. Let's see here. What else can I do to be solving my work crunch? I really think limiting the bride count that I have per month will help me a lot. Um, I've never actually like booked only a certain number of people per month, so that's going to be kind of interesting. But I think that'll help me do a good job, and then I can just focus on what's in front of me. That'll be easy to divide out then. I need to take dresses that are um, not certain dollar amount, but that'll tell me, what I need to do with my pricing, if I need to adjust anything. Um, oh, I also need to work on my Facebook and social media in general. I need to be much better about that because people really do look at that. That's probably going to end up being on my calendar as like I need to do that twice a week or something. It's like I'm writing myself a prescription 2 times a week. So I need to come up with content for all that. Content creation is a lot of fun, but it's hard staying on top of what's like viral and current and trendy. All the words. Let's see here. I know there's more stuff in my head. It's all just been rolling around tonight, and that's why I was like, I gotta get this written down and making some kind of sense because I know there's a lot of things I want to hit this year. I also do markets, and I need to balance out my market schedule because I need to craft for that too. I also make Christmas cards in my spare time. And market season actually starts in October and goes through December. And then it picks back up in February. So it's only not on during the summertime. So I need to be able to craft for that. Now, I love market season because crafting really just lights me up with joy. Like I said, my favorite thing to make is Christmas cards, but I also make books. So I need crafting time as well as one Sunday a month is when the markets are. And then there's a Christmas one. There's a Christmas show that I do that I love. It just puts me in the Christmas spirit. And people buy tons at the Christmas market because they didn't think about it ahead of time. And it's always a fun one, and it's a good one. And it supports there's a school district that doesn't get funding for their music department, and that's something super important to me. So that's one of my favorite shows to do because it helps the kids, and I did band all through elementary school as well, so I feel like it's just a nice thing to do. Which reminds me, I need to put on here, I do volunteer once a month with a angel gowns group. I don't know where to put that, so I'm gonna that's things that make me happy. Angel gowns group. I love my gals over there. They are delightful, and I look forward to going over there. And even if I can't physically go, I'll make some stuff up at home and then bring it to the next one because sometimes it gets too busy to physically go. And then, during the pandemic, we didn't all go and meet up. But that's definitely something that I enjoy doing. Under that category also, I like journaling. I've been making some time for that. And then, of course, that goes out the window when I'm busy. And that's a bummer because that's very helpful for me. I do therapy as well. Those are things that help and make me feel good. My therapy lady is fabulous. And let's just hope she doesn't find this video. I'm sure this is not a great coping mechanism right now, but these are things that are important to me. I want to show up for all these things, and not that I feel like I fail at these things, but I want to make sure I do better next year for sure. And I think these things will help me address it, because anything that I feel like I'm failing at probably means it's important to me. And if it's important to me, then I should put different effort at it to get a better result. That makes sense, I think, for it being midnight. So cool to see this all written out on paper. Like I said, this has just all been in my head tonight, and it's nice to have it out. Maybe I can actually relax. Relaxing. So I need to work on sleeping. I think if I do things correctly, I might be able to get more sleep and showering and eating properly. I feel like all of us seamstresses are known for eating snack foods in the sewing room and putting our hair up in a bun and not showering as much and not sleeping and working late. So maybe this will crack the code. And let's see. At the end of every year, so in December, I'd always do I do like a equipment inventory, and I buy anything that I need at the end of the year. So if it helps my tax bottom line, I'll do that. And that's to prepare for tax time. So because I feel like I'm always rushing at the end of the year, and then my poor tax lady. My tax lady's awesome. My CPA, she's amazing. I would be absolutely lost without her guidance, because she loves the tax codes, and I love the idea of them, but she actually knows how to read them and loves them at the same time, so that's cool. These are definitely things I want to put on my calendar so that I can be prepared for them, because I feel like I'm always behind getting her all the things I need, even though I save everything. Let's see here. I really want to work on my personal contract. I've been making a lot of content about contracts. I need to polish mine up as well. I don't know when I'll do that, but let's put that on here. I need to polish my own contract. Get that looking good. See if I need any business cards or any printed material or signage. Any stuff like that for marketing. Ooh, marketing is a huge section. I need to write that down. There's a ton under there. I have a bunch of stuff I want to work on that's marketing related. Ooh, that's its whole own other thing. And then let's see here. I think all this will really help me open up. I know this looks like a lot, and it is, but I think if I plan everything, I will have time for all the things that I want, which is the goal. Okay. Is there anything else I can think of right now? Man, this is nuts to see it all. Because these are all things that are important to me. Family, finances, the two number one things. Because basically, if you don't have money, it's hard to make things happen. And if you don't have family, why are you working about making things happen? Family is super important. This might actually open up time for me to, garden or do something that I enjoy. And working on, home organization. We have a closet that's kind of wild and crazy that I can't even think about during right now when it's, it's so stressful with, brides. Right now my brides are back to back. So I can't even be thinking about that closet, but like that closet pops into my head and I'm like, oh, I need to work on that closet while I'm sewing sleeves for a bride. That's just weird. I think this is a good start. I'm going to say this is day 1 on my brain dump, and we'll see what this turns into. I'm going to polish this up. I think I can see an overall calendar coming out of this. I'll probably write down like all the brides that I'm going to do. So I'll have a bride schedule, and I'll have personal, and then with family birthdays and events and stuff like that on it, but maybe I'll do them on the same sheet so I can see how they all correlate with each other. That would be helpful. And then there's family fun, and then there's family like appointments, you know, stuff you have to do but isn't the fun stuff. Family appointments, you know, doctor visits, blah de blah, stuff like that. I do need to put me time in here somewhere. I don't know where that's gonna go. Me time. I guess most of these items count as me time, but like I think me time is supposed to be where I do like nothing or like I read or something. I don't know. That one's still kind of a question mark. What is me time? But yeah, I definitely see some calendars coming out here. I definitely could see myself making some motivational posters out of this too, to remind myself of events that are coming, or to remind myself the cup sales coming, or Firefly, you know, sales, stuff that's important to me for business and stuff that's important to me for family. I might make a birthday shopping list so that I can get gifts ahead of time and feel super prepared, but like I can keep that with me so that way I can shop like months early if stuff's on clearance or stuff's on sale, and I'll know who I bought it for without like over purchasing. Because sometimes at Christmas I have 6 presents for one sibling and I have like 2 for the other because I just found more stuff for the other one. That might make me feel better if I have a little bit of organization there. Let's see here. Overall, I think I've been doing good with my groceries, keeping the fridge cleaned out, laundry I do on Mondays, stuff like that. I can always use polish in there, but I feel like I also need to organize my closet because that's going to help with those activities as well. Let's put that. Didn't I write cleaning somewhere? I thought I wrote cleaning somewhere. I have cleaning that. Let's just write it in the middle here. Clean closet. And it's not dirty. I just need to organize it. Maybe I should write clean, organize. There we go. That's going to be a really good start to all this. Oh, I'm so excited. All right. So we're calling this day 1. And then the next version should be really pretty. Maybe I'll do that one on camera also, or maybe I'll just make it up and then I'll go over it on camera because this is probably 30 minutes of me babbling about what's in my brain. I hope this was kind of helpful. As you can see, the process to trying to build yourself a better life is not easy or straightforward, but the effort towards it feels very worth it. I feel really good right now, even though, like I said, I could have been sewing or sleeping. This has been very heavy in my brain, and I'm really happy that it's on paper. So if you guys feel inspired to put something down on paper like this, I would love to look at it. So you can email it to me or tag me in something, and I would love to look at that because, I mean, this is real life. This is definitely real life right here. I'm sure somebody else has very similar goals and fears and worries as I do right here, and maybe we can address them in different ways and share some ideas and, you know, really make progress this next year and really get 2023 by the reins, because this 2022, we knew all these brides were coming, but we didn't know what it was going to feel like till we're in the middle of it. So alrighty, well, I am going to go to bed. Thank you guys so much for listening to me babble on about all of this stuff. I really appreciate you. I will see you in my next video. Have a great day or night wherever you are.